welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Today I'll be showing you guys how to get this bomb green and gold makeup look. So if you're interested in seeing how I did that, just keep on watching. Before we get started, make sure that you go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new here, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And with all that said, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Alright, to kick things off, I'm going to start off with my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, and I'll just be placing that all over my lid, and then I'll just be blending that out with my beauty blender. Next, I'll be going in with my Rimmel London Stay Matte Concealer, and I'll be using that as my eyeshadow base today. And you want to make sure that you use a concealer that's at least a couple shades lighter than your skin tone so that your pigments will come out super bright. Next, I'll be going in with tape, and I'll be lining this up from the corner of my eye to the tip of my brow, and this will give my eyeshadow that crisp, clean wing that I'm looking for. Next, I'll be going in and setting my eyeshadow base, and I'll just be using my regular powder mixture that I use to set my foundation, and that is Makeup Revolution's Luxury Baking Powders in the shades Terracotta and Banana. Next, I'll be going in with my Milani Make It Last setting spray, and I'll be spraying that all over this fluffy detailed brush. And by using a wet brush, you're really able to grab onto all of that pigment. And the green shade that I'm using here is from my Morphe 35B palette. And here you can see that I'm just tapping that pigment all into the outer corner of my eye and then bringing it up to give it that winged look. And by tapping the pigment, you're able to really build up that pigment and also get a more precise look. Whereas if you slide on the pigment, it's going to take a lot longer to build and be a little bit messier. Next, I'll be going in with this denser detailed brush, and I'll be spraying it again with that Milani spray. And I'll be going in with this yellow shade from my Morphe 35B palette, and I'll just be packing that shade into the inner corner of my eye. Now I'll be going in and mixing that green shade from earlier with this black shade, and I'll be using that to darken the green color in the corner of my eye. Next, I'll be using this lime green pigment and this fluffy brush, and I'll just be going in and blending out that section where the yellow meets the dark green just to make sure that it has a smooth transition into the next color and no harsh lines. Next, I'll be going in with my Makeup Revolution Cut Crease Canvas, which is basically just a white concealer, and this dense packing brush, and I'll be using that to do a cut crease right under the pigments that I just pressed in. And I'm not going to bring this all the way down. I'm going to leave the bottom third of my eye free, which you'll see why in a minute. But right now I'm just cleaning up this area so that I can cleanly transition into the glitter part of this eye look. Next, I'll be going in with my NYX Pigment Primer, and this is acting as kind of an adhesive for my glitter, and I'm only covering the part that I did a cut crease for. This is because later I'll be going in and doing eyeliner, and it's very hard once glitter is in place to do eyeliner over it without getting that bulky look. So I don't want the bottom of my eye to be tacky and allow glitter to stick where I'll be doing my eyeliner. Next, I'll be taking a small, dense, detailed brush and this loose glitter pigment that I got from Fluttered by Ro. I believe that this is a smaller makeup brand, but I was super impressed because all of their loose glitter pigments are only $1. So make sure that you definitely check them out after watching this video because they have a million different colors, and come on, every single one is only $1. So make sure you check them out. I will have a link in my bio down below. Next, I'll be going in with my NYX Vivid Bright eyeliner in the shade Vivid Escape, which is a green shade, and I'll be placing that on the inner corner. I wanted to alternate the color scheme a little bit, so while the yellow eyeshadow is in the inner corner, I wanted to place my green eyeliner there. And similarly, I'll be going in a second with my yellow Vivid Brights, and I'll be placing that on the outer corner where my green eyeshadow is. And now I'll be going in with that yellow eyeliner that I was just talking about in the shade Vivid Halo, and I'll be using that for my outer wing. And I'll be bringing that about halfway back into the center of my eye before blending that back out with the green eyeliner, and this will just give it a ombre look. Next, I'll be going in with my NYX white liquid liner, and I'll be using that to go over the liner that I just did, just to give this look a little bit of a pop. And again, I'll only be bringing that out to about the center of my eye. Now that I'm done with all of my eyeshadow and eyeliner, I will be going in with my Rimmel London Scandalized Mascara, and I'll just be going over my eyelashes to get off any powder or anything before I apply my falsies. Next, I'll be going in with my Benefit Cosmetics Invisible Lash Glue, and I'll be using this to apply my false lashes. I got these falsies from AliExpress. They are some 25mm mink lashes, and I will leave the link in my bio for you guys to check those out. And I'm going to be taking a quick break from eyes to move on to my skin, and I'll be starting out with my CoverGirl True Blend Base Business. I'll show you guys this to once again remind you how important primer is if you're not currently using one. If you'd like to try one out, this one is under $10 and I highly recommend. And next I'll be moving on to foundation, and today I'll be using the ELF Flawless Finish Foundation. And this foundation does dry a little bit drier. It's like a little bit on the drier side, so make sure that you use a damp beauty blender or mix it with primer when applying it. Next, I'll be going in with my Makeup Revolution Stick Foundation, and this is in a little bit of a darker shade for my skin tone, and I'll be using this as my contour. And I'll just be going back in with my damp beauty blender to blend that out. Next, I'll be going in with my Tarte Shape Tape, and I'll be using that as my concealer today. And I'll just be going in and using that in all of the usual areas that I like to highlight. Now I'll be using that powder mixture from earlier to go in and bake. I have super duper oily skin, as most of you will know, so I like to bake for at least a good 20 to 30 minutes. If you're simply using your bake to highlight the shape of your face and you actually have dry skin, then I suggest only leaving this on for about 5 minutes before dusting it off. Now I'm just going in with those green and yellow shades from earlier and placing them under my bottom lash line. And here I'm just going in with that same mascara from earlier to go over my bottom lashes to make them pop. Next, I'll be going in with this white gel liner from ColourPop in the shade Exit, and I'll be using that on my waterline. Now that I'm all done with my eyes, I'll be going in and finishing up my skin routine. So right now I'm just going in and dusting off any excess bake powder that I had from earlier. And next I'll be going in with my Black Radiance contour palette to contour. Next, I'll be moving on to blush, and I'll be using this Rimmel London shade. I've had this shade honestly forever, and the back has ripped off where I can't see the name of it, so sorry I can't tell y'all the name of it, but they probably honestly don't make it anymore anyway. Next, I'm just going in and setting everything that I've done up to this point with my Morphe setting spray, and this also serves as a base for my Laura Mercier highlight, which I am now going in with, and this is in the shade Addiction. Moving on to lips, I'll be going in with this brown lip liner from NYX to line the outer perimeter of my lips before I go in with gloss. And I'm just going over that with one of my OG favorite lip glosses, which is the Fenty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fenty Glow. And that is all for this video today, guys. Thank you again so much for tuning in. Hopefully this video was helpful for you. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you give it the biggest thumbs up, and also make sure that you comment down below what you liked about this look or whatever type of looks you want to see next. And of course, if you are not subscribed to my channel, make sure that you go ahead and subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you don't ever miss any of my other looks. But thank you again for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.